Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, we are taking a look at VeChain today, and I'm going to tell you right now, okay? If you don't like this, you can click off, unsubscribe, thumbs down. I really don't care, guys. I am speaking to those who actually care about their investment and want to make a difference. I am not going to blow smoke at you. You deserve better than that. I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm not going to make things up. I'm not going to tell you it's going to do this or that. I'm literally going to look at the facts and the numbers, the math behind it, okay? And then let you decide. But I want you to look at this with an open mind, okay? Don't be so married to a coin that you can't see what's actually going on here based upon the technicals. I really don't care what the fake hopium influencers are spoon feeding you with their narrative. I don't care. None of that stuff is working out for VeChain. So they're full of it, guys. Let's look at the numbers and see what the technicals are saying. And if you're still too stubborn to do something about it at that point, then that's on you and you deserve it, okay? Not financial advice. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't own this coin and I never would, but I'm hoping that some of you will wisen up and do a little better than this, okay? So just hear me out. Here we go. VeChain on the weekly time frame. It's been around forever. You set a price high back in April of 21 of 26 cents. At the time, you had an $18 billion market cap and 65 billion circulating supply. Inter-bear market, come back last cycle, December of 24. You massively underperformed. You had a price high of 8 cents, market cap of 6.5 billion and 81 billion circulating supply. So you did add some to your circulating supply, which partly accounted for your reduction in price, but nowhere near what it should have. Money flowed out of this asset massively. In fact, about 70% less. Not only was your price less, your market cap, which shows whether or not you're bullish, how much money's coming in the asset, you went from 18 billion to 6.5 billion. That is terrible, okay? That shows that nobody wanted to invest in this coin, okay? Fast forward to now, current price, you're less than 5 cents. You have a market cap of 410 billion and 86 billion coins. Next cycle, you're still going to have 86 billion coins. So you're not adding anything else to the market. You're not diluting the supply any further. That's about all that I can say that's good about VeChain. You could see here you had a bear market low in 2022 down here, and you've massively taken that out. Most coins have not taken it out, or if they've just barely taken it out. And not all, but most. VeChain has taken this thing out by over 70%. You are in a heavy downtrend on price, but it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you can be in an uptrend on market cap, which could still be bullish. Let's take a look at the market cap. Nope. You are still in a massive downtrend on market cap. This is the previous bear market low, okay? Not only did you set a high and then a low and then a lower high, you've now set an extreme lower low in market cap. And let's look at the market cap from low to low. 63% less in market cap from this bear market to that bear market. And this bear market's not even over. You could go even lower, guys. You're in danger of taking out bear market lows from back in 2020. I mean, you're way down here, guys. So if you're looking at this and you're just holding on to some narrative, that it's words. People lie. Numbers do not. The numbers say that the investors are not here. Like, could something happen? Could there be some crazy real world adoption? Sure, but how is it that you know about it and all of the whales and institutions and massive investors, how do they not know about it? Because trust me, if they knew about it, they would be here. This coin would not be bleeding out to 4/1/10 of 1 penny. That's ridiculous, guys. Nobody is here. Nobody wants this coin. So what can you expect to get? Because, you might still make a few bucks on this. So what can you expect? Well, you can't fib price because you've added coins. You've gone from 65 billion to 86 billion circulating supply. So your Fibonacci on price would not be linear, but it would be linear on market cap. So we could throw a fib on your market cap. And let me show you something, guys. For those of you thinking that you can't just retrace, look at your market cap from cycle 1 to cycle 2, guys. You retraced, you did not even come to your 382, guys. You didn't even do like the most bare bones, pathetic retrace level there is, which is 382. You didn't even do it. So don't sit here and think that you can't underperform like that again because you did it last cycle and it's not looking any better because it's not like you held up on market cap somewhere in here. Like, you're massively below. So don't think you're fixing to overperform by some miracle here. You're not. You're fixing to do a nasty retrace, and that's it, guys. And I'm sorry. If you don't like it, then this page is not for you, guys. We're just going to keep it real because I don't want you to get wrecked. So at the end of the day, this is coming from love. You know what I mean? So here are your retrace levels on market cap. And what you do is you take your market cap amount and divide by your circulating supply, and that gives you price, okay? So I've done that for you, and here are your retrace levels, and then I'm going to show you my prediction, okay? Here are your retrace levels, guys. And remember, you did not eat, this was not even a 382 retrace from there to there, not even a 382. So you did not even retrace the 382. So don't think you're fixing a blast through here, guys. My prediction, if you want to screenshot this, go ahead. But my prediction for VeChain, I'm going to be very generous, even though I know I'm going to get hate mail down below, but very generously, I'm going to say you're going to do a $3 billion market cap, which is a 3.5 cent VeChain. And look, if I throw the market cap retraces back on, that is slightly better than a 382 retrace, okay? And to be uber repetitive, that's better than you did last cycle, okay? So from current bear market lows, which I fully anticipate you going lower, but from current bear market lows, you could get an 8x from here, guys. You could get an 8x. That's actually not too shabby. That's better than what some coins are going to do, in my opinion. But I do think you get a shot at a little bit lower. I think you're going to come down into this green box, and then I think you move up best case scenario to 3.5 cents, guys. And I don't want to say it again, but that's better than you did last cycle. In fact, you might even do a 236, which is right there somewhere around 2 cents. And that's probably more realistic. You have a very clear and obvious support and resistance zone right about there, somewhere in there. So it really would not surprise me if all you did was 2 cents, guys. But I think the best, most bullish, absolute, most hopium-filled scenario for VeChain is a 3.5 cent VeChain. And that's it, guys. I don't think you go one shred of a tenth of a nickel higher than that, guys. So VeChain, it looks terrible. I wouldn't touch it. There are so many more coins that could provide so much better return without being this bearish, guys. I mean, you literally could roll over like that. I mean, this looks terrible. I'm going to link a video. In fact, the one that's popping at the top of my head is Fetch AI. I think you have an easy 15 to 20x return on that from current price. I just shot a video on it, so it's fresh on my mind. I'm going to link that. But there are lots more that I've recorded. Let me know. Give me the hate mail. Unsubscribe. It doesn't matter, but just please consider the math. You know, I know everybody wants to believe everything. And if you're in drawdown right now, guys, if you're in drawdown right now, let's say this. Let's say you got VeChain somewhere up here, and you're kind of hoping, you're hoping to come back and break even, okay? Why? Why not cut your loss here, buy something else that's going to give you a 20x, and then rather than thanking the Lord that you broke even, you actually made a big profit? Why not do that? You're not going to get that on VeChain, so just consider that, guys. I understand. I'm sure this is going to work out just like you think it is, just like everybody thought last cycle, but I'm telling you, it's not. So be ready for an underperformance on VeChain. Let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel. Love to have you around. We'll do more VeChain. And if something changes, I will admit when I'm wrong and I will update a video. But right now, this looks horrible. Downtrend on price. Major, oops, sorry about that, guys. Major downtrend on market cap. You are headed lower lows and lower highs. I'll see you guys next time.